There's nothing worse than finding out a coin has just pumped hundreds of % and you weren't in on the trade. The FOMO kicks in and you start telling yourself stories that you always miss the big moves and you're never going to be one of those people that happens to catch a really good trade. So now you go into this spiral of watching that coin, hoping that it pulls back so that you can get a chance to get in, also while not really understanding that that coin has done its thing and now something else is happening somewhere else. But your eyes aren't on the right thing. Did you know that according to CoinMarketCap, there are over 2 million cryptocurrencies? And depending on what exchange you trade on, you probably have a choice of at least a few hundred coins to trade on a daily basis. It's not possible to be on top of every single coin so that you can catch the move before it happens. I mean, let's be honest. Who has the time to scan through hundreds of coins every day just looking for a trade? There has to be a better way. Between you and me, I think I've got it. So if you want to give yourself the best chance of catching delicious trades before they actually break out, then step one is to hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, because on this channel, I will be taking you through different strategies that I use for my daily charting process. And whilst you're there, be sure to hit the like button because we're starting with this video right here. Now, before I get into this strategy, let me just tell you how I came about it. In the last bull market, I noticed that a trend had started to form with certain coins that would pop off first and then something else would follow. Whilst everybody was focusing on that one coin that did the massive thing, something else started happening behind the scenes. And if your focus was in the wrong place, you missed that as well. Once I discovered it, I saw this repeating over and over and over again. I was able to design this strategy, which massively cut down my daily charting process. And so far in this cycle, the exact same thing is happening. So here's the secret. When an altcoin breaks out and starts to make a move that is independent of Bitcoin breaking out as well, or all altcoins in general, it's usually because that altcoin in particular is doing something. There's probably some kind of fundamental news. But by the time you find out about it, it's already happened. But that news is usually in relation to either the category that that coin is in or the chain that it's a part of. And this is what we can exploit. And so instead of waiting for the pullback on that coin that's already moved, if you understand how to look for other coins in the same category, you don't have to know them all off by heart. There's a way to find them, which I'm going to show you. Or you know what other coins are on that chain, then you can switch your focus to charting those things and get the breakout on the next one before it happens. So the first one is always just the preview. It's not an indication that you have missed out altogether. It's a mistake to think once that first coin is moved that you can't do anything until it pulls back. By doing that, you're missing out on this opportunity. So what we're going to do instead, when we see something like that happen, we're going to shift our focus and we're going to immediately start looking to that coin's competition, number one, and number two, the chain that that coin is on, because other opportunities are going to present there as well. And to do this, we can use something like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Okay, so let's use DOT as an example because we can see here that DOT's had a bit of a run up lately, and if you've missed out on that, you may be in that situation waiting for a pullback to get in. So here's how we're going to use CoinMarketCap. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to CoinMarketCap and you're going to find DOT. You can either just scroll the list to find it or you can search for it up here in the search bar. Once you find it, click on the name, and then remember I said we want to find its competitors and the chain. So to do that, we scroll down here and you want to come down to where it says tags. Click on show all and it's going to show you all of the tags that relate to DOT. So you can see here on the platform, obviously the platform for DOT is Polkadot itself. So that's one thing you need to note down. And then obviously the chain is Polkadot itself as well. You can see here it says Polkadot ecosystem. But if you were looking up a different coin that wasn't a layer one, you would be looking for the ecosystem under platform to know where that coin sits. So now we know the two things for this one. So with that information, we're now going to go up to the top here where it says cryptocurrencies and click on categories. Now DOT was an ecosystem itself. So we're going to scroll until we can find the DOT ecosystem. And here it is at number 31. So if we click on that, it's now going to bring up everything that is in the Polkadot ecosystem. And then from here, you're going to go to the 7-day, click on that 7-day twice until it brings up the worst performer of the last 7 days. That's right, the worst. If we're looking for long positions, we want to find coins that have pulled back a lot over the last 7 days that may be starting to turn around now. Obviously, if you were looking for short positions, you would be doing this in the opposite way. So we can see here that this first one here, Moonbeams, has dropped 31.91% in 7 days. From there, you're going to go to the 1 hour column. And if that has just started to turn green with a low percentage, like 1 or 2%, that could be something that is just starting to bounce after DOT has had its initial move. Now, once you have this list in order of worst performer over the last 7 days, you then want to have a look at the 24-hour volume column, because we only really want to be trading things that have good volume because they're going to move quicker. So in an ideal world, you want to have at least a 7 to 8 figure volume in that column. So when we have a look at Beans, it says 5,933. That doesn't meet our criteria, so we would immediately discount that. For me personally, I do like to see 8-figure volume, but mid 7-figure is kind of okay in this kind of a market. So we basically just go down the list until we can find something that meets that criteria. So let's have a look at this next one. We can see this has 7 million 24-hour volume, down 12% over 7 days, still down on the 1 hour, but by 1%. So we'll have a look at this one. And this coin here is 𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃. Now, before you then head over to TradingView to chart this thing, you want to make sure it's actually available on the exchange that you personally trade on. So to do that, you just click on the coin, scroll down, and you can pick whether you trade on a DEX or a centralized exchange. I personally like to trade on centralized exchanges. I don't have a problem with them. And my preferred exchange is Bitget. So I'm going to have a look in this list if it's available on Bitget. If it is, then it's something that I can look up in TradingView and actually chart. So I can see here that this one is available in Bitget. And Bitget does tend to have really good trading options, by the way, both spot and perp. So if you are looking for an exchange to trade on, be sure to check out the link in the description down below, because if you use those links to join, not only do you get access to Bitget, but you also get access to our Discord, and there are other bonuses and stuff down there that you can read about as well. So once you've found a coin that meets your criteria and it's available on your exchange, you're then going to need a TradingView account. And again, if you don't have TradingView, it's an essential tool for traders. It's something that you're definitely going to need. So again, there are links down below for TradingView if you happen to need it. You can just grab yourself a free account to start with and upgrade once you're used to the platform. But in TradingView, just come over here to the side where the 3 dots are, and you can click this down arrow here and go create new list. And you can call that whatever you want. It could be today's watch list, whatever. I'm just going to call it DOT for now. And in here is where you will start to add the coins that you have scanned from CoinMarketCap. So you just click the add symbol, and I'm going to click on 𝗟𝗃 USDT. Find that on the exchange that I trade on, so Bitget right here. And now it's added to my watch list. Once I've done that, I can go back to CoinMarketCap, go back to the DOT ecosystem, make sure that it's still sorted correctly, and I just make my way down the list until I find something else that meets that criteria. A lot of these, volume-wise, they don't meet the criteria. So that turns out to be my only option for the moment. But if I want to chart its competitors, I can come back here to all of the tags, see here that it's layer 1, click on the layer 1 tag, and that's going to bring up all of the other coins that qualify as layer 1. And I can do exactly the same thing here. So click on the 7-day until it brings up the worst performers, then scroll through the 24-hour volume until I find something that matches my criteria. I can see ICP does here. But in 7 days, it's only been down 0.35%. So anything lower than that is probably not going to qualify for this strategy. I should say I'm actually filming this on Christmas Day, so the volume is completely dead. So this isn't the best example, but on a normal day where there is good trading volume, you will find a ton of opportunities doing it this way. For the purpose of moving on, let's just pretend that we have a list of, say, 10 coins that we can now go chart. At least we have one that I can show you. You come to your watch list and you just make your way through charting them one by one, however you would normally chart coins. And that's it. Once you have been through your list and charted up all of your coins for the day and set your alerts, your charting process is now done for the day until one of those alerts go off and you then look for a trade opportunity. So now, instead of having FOMO over the one coin that took off that you missed out on, you now see where you are in relation to its competitors and other things on the same chain, and you will hopefully find some good trade opportunities coming up for that you can be a part of before they actually move. If you enjoyed this video and you want more tips like this, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and also leave me a comment down below and let me know what you found whilst trying this out. See you on the next one.